This video tutorials will show you how you can customize colors not just for the Ning network, but some very powerful tools that will help you include customized colors in any of your web pages or any other web applications. And many of us are not designers by creation or by trade, and so we need some tools to help us create color schemes. And so let's go to the very first tool, which is very powerful. It's called the Color Scheme Designer, colorschemedesigner.com. And as you can see here, I'm going to walk you through the page a little bit. You've got mono, complement. As when you see you click complement, it's going to give you more than, it's going to give you an additional color. Triad, it's going to give you some other colors. Tetrad, it's going to give you 4 complementing colors. Analogic, and then accented. And the beauty of this, we'll just go to mono. Actually, we'll go to complement. And as you can see here, I'm going to change this wheel just by clicking here and rotating this around, and you see those colors changing. Just as simple as that. Okay? And then you go down here and you can also adjust the scheme by changing the contrast. And you can see the colors changing over here when I adjust the contrast. Okay? And then also the brightness or saturation. See those colors all changing. I'm going to head reload the screen real quick. And the beautiful thing about this is you can go to some examples. So let's go ahead and do a triad. So we see those example colors right here. And we're going to go to a light page example. So if you were to implement this on a web page with a light focus, there's that. Go in here to close. And let's do a dark page example by clicking that. And that's with a darker background. Again, just give an example of what the scheme would look like in real life. So I'm going to pick a scheme that I actually might use for my page. Let's go around here. I like that one. Okay. But the question is, where do you put these colors in? So we're going to hit Scheme Info. And bam, right there, you've got all the color codes you need for your integration into a website. So I'm going to show you just on a Ning site how you can even include these colors. So I'm going to change my background and make it just a little lighter. So you can click on that and go straight to the color, but I'm going to highlight that code right there and hit Control C as in cat, Control C for copy. I'll go back to my NowYouExist page, go to Theme, that's Theme. Go down here and I'm going to adjust the body background. So you click on it, left click, and then you highlight this code and then hit Control V. Let me do that one more time. Click on this, highlight the code, Control V as in Victor, and that will paste our new background color, and click OK. And it's a good idea to write down that other color in case you want to default back to it. Okay? Now we're going to leave that change right there. We're going to go back to our Color Scheme Designer, and I'm going to pull one of these blues from my side. And we're going to highlight that, hit Control C for copy, and we're going to make our sides that blue. You can click on that, highlight everything except for that number symbol, and then after you highlight it, just hit Control V as in Victor, paste the new code, hit OK. As you can see here, it's going to change the body and the sides. And then we'll click Save, and we'll watch the change here. There you go. There's the new body color and the new sides color. And you can do all that in Color Scheme Designer. And again, don't be afraid to go in here and play with these buttons. You can do quite a few powerful things here. And then here's one last tip. These all come out when you hit Scheme Info with these codes right here. So let's highlight one of these codes. Okay? And hit Control C. I'm going to send you a link to this as well. Sometimes they don't give you the option to do the hex code, that's what it's called, the hex code. And we're going to post that one and hit enter. Sometimes they don't give you an option to do hex code. They make you do this weird RGB. And so what you're going to instead do is you can plug it into this website and it will then pop out the RGB code automatically. So depending on the tools you're using, the web page, the software, wherever system you're in, you may not have the option to put in this kind of code. You have to put an RGB code, but you don't know what the RGB code is. So you just plug it in here and it'll automatically spit out the RGB codes, and you can then cut and paste them into the program that needs the RGB codes instead of the hex codes. So I want to thank you again for being part of NowYouExist.com's community. And I came up with this answer because someone asked me a very specific question on how to do something. So if you have a very specific question and would like for me to make a customized video tutorial on it for free, then I would be happy to do that and add it to our list here at NowYouExist.com. Thanks again for being part of the community. Hope you're having a great day.